everyone, it's Zoe here from makeitcrafty.com. Thanks so much for joining me for another video. In today's video, I'm going to be creating a card using the scene that I created in a previous video. And now I'm going to work out how I'm going to crop the scene. And I've got two Lawn Fawn rectangle dies here. And I'm just deciding which one I'm going to use. And to help me do that, I've created two masks just from some scrap paper. And the outside area, by covering that, it helps to visualize the scene a little easier. When you're just using the dies, you can get distracted by the outside area. So I find this helps. I've decided to go with the little one. And I know that I have trouble as well. When you colored in such a huge scene area, it can be a little bit difficult to sort of chop off areas. But don't be afraid to do that because it helps to frame the scene and make it look more like you're looking through a window or something like that. I've just stuck the die down with some painter's tape and I've put that through my cuttle bug. And you can see now the finished scene of how good that looks now that those trees have been chopped off. I'm going to add some falling snow over the top using the new falling snow stamp. And I've just used some Versamark ink and I'm going to put some white embossing powder over the top of that. This is the Ranger Fine White embossing powder, which I love. I finally found one that I'm really happy about. So I'm just covering that and then tapping it off. And there's a couple of little areas there that I don't want over her face. I'm just going to use a paintbrush and just take that one off because I don't want that one there. So before I heat set it, get rid of any of the ones that I don't want to be over the top. And now I'm just heat setting the embossing powder. And there was a couple others there that I didn't want there because I'm going to put a sentiment on there. So I've made up my own little sentiment using some different stamps. And I'm using the Milo's ABC's alphabet stamps to create the with love. And the Christmas word is from an old sentiment set that I don't know what they're called anymore. I've just used some silver embossing powder and heat set that. And what I actually wanted to say is with love at Christmas. So I'm using a Versamarker, which is the same ink but it's in a marker form. And I've put a little at symbol there. And it's a little bit thick, so I'm going to use my tweezers to try and thin that out a little bit. I would really like a little pen type thing for this, but I haven't been able to find anything. If anyone knows of a pen that I could use to do the same thing, please let me know in the comments. So that turned out not too bad. It's not fantastic. You'll see on the back here, I had already tried to start a scene, but I didn't want to waste the paper, so I just flipped it over and continued my scene on the other side. So what I was actually doing there was I was just heating the back, which helps to flatten the paper again after it's been heat embossed. Now I'm just putting some foam tape on. And I'd already cut a base out of the large rectangle earlier. And that's a 4.25 by 5.5. And I'm putting that onto a top folding card. And that finalizes the card. I've kept it nice and simple. The scene is the center of attention, a little bit of texture with that embossing powder and a little bit of dimension with the 3D foam. Just helps to add that little bit extra interest. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're not yet a subscriber, hit the subscribe button so that you can be sure not to miss the next video. I'll also link the previous videos because I did a video on masking the scene and also a video on colouring the scene. So I'll put those links in the description below for you. Thanks so much for watching again, and take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.